Nature is cheering for me. Cast a spell, of course. Relaxing. My favorite moment. I don't say that lightly. I had to smell her. So happy. Hello. let me undo that braid because it's hurting my head if I wear ponytails or anything in my hair for too long. But I've been trying to remember to braid my hair before going to sleep because it is much better for your hair. That way, you know, when you roll around on your pillow, it doesn't get that damage. How does it look? I don't have a viewfinder because I'm filming with my cell phone. Does it work? I should probably go and get my brush. Okay, I don't want to brush it because I feel like it will only make it all frizzy. Anyway, it is around 10 right now and I am so happy with my morning today. There's just something about mornings. Anyway, we all know how I love mornings. There's just something about having an early morning and being all productive but also cozy, especially in the fall because I don't know, the air is crisp. It's colder, the sun is different when it's rising, the trees look different, of course. And I don't know, I just feel good. I had a very good morning. I did a good leg day. Then I went for my run and I just love running with the sun rising and seeing the rays through the trees. It's like nature is cheering for me. And I like to end my morning run or walk with a quiet moment at my favorite spot by the river. It's just, there's just something about the water that is moving through the rocks, the current, and there was even some steam coming from the river with the sun that was rising. It was just... This is probably my favorite moment in my morning. Speaking of favorite moment, I thought it would be fun or maybe interesting or maybe not to show you a few of my current favorite things. I guess they are a few of my fall favorites, even though they might not all be fall related, but we're in fall and they're my favorites, so okay. So my favorite workout has, of course, been running in the forest because it's just the perfect time of the year. It's the perfect weather. It's gorgeous outside. And what is interesting with running is that if you want to go for an early morning run and you see that it's maybe only like 1 degree Celsius or maybe even 10 degrees Celsius outside, which is really cold if you're just going for a walk, you know, you would want to bundle up, maybe even get your winter coat. But with running, you have to plan that your body temperature will be raising during your run. So if you're going for a run in your winter coat, of course you will be sweating. So what I like to do is dressing up for 10 degrees warmer than the current weather, and I like to warm up inside with my running outfit on. That way my body gets warm, I get a good stretch, and when I go outside I'm already warm and I'm ready to go. I love running. I don't really have trouble getting myself motivated to go for a run because I don't go running all year because I don't want to run outside in the winter. So my plan is to run as long as I can until there is too much snow. So that could be helpful if you're trying to get yourself into running, but you get kind of discouraged looking at the cold weather. Speaking of workouts, this is still my favorite water bottle. And I'm thinking of buying another because it's just so perfect. But do I really need another one? I don't know. Maybe if there's a yellow one. I got the 32 ounces, which is about 1 liter. And it's been really helpful to help me get my daily gallon of water in. I just like that silicone thing, so that the base doesn't get all damaged like most of my old water bottles. I like that you can carry it easily. You can put ice in it because it's a wide mouth, and you control the water. You can sip or drink everything all at once. I just love it. It's coming everywhere with me. I use it every day, multiple times a day. It is expensive, but to me it's worth it. It's an investment on my health. On the topic of health and colder weather, this has been a lifesaver for my dry, sensitive, and eczema-prone skin. I thought I had tried everything, but I tried this and I was sold. It is the only thing I'm using on my face with CeraVe, which is my usual moisturizer, but CeraVe is just not enough to moisturize the dry patches I get at this time of the year and all through winter. And this is the only thing that can prevent and cure it. I don't say that lightly because if you have eczema, you know how it can be so hard on your self-esteem, on your mental health. This is expensive, but usually you can get it in a gift set, especially at this time of the year before Christmas. And to me, it is worth it, especially because I use it only on my face and it's such a big bottle, so it will last me a long time. I think I bought it last year in fall and I barely used it. Like, I don't think. Oh, I can see it. It's up to here. So I used only that much in 1 year. If you have eczema, get it. I have been using this Gua Sha Rose Quartz every morning when I'm applying my moisturizer. I like it. I can't say that I see any improvement, but I think there could be improvements on the long term. So I will keep on using it just because it feels good. It feels very relaxing and it's like skincare and it feels so good, especially if you put it in the fridge before using it. And I just like that it's a rose quartz. It just feels luxurious using it. This is, I think, the first perfume from Katy Perry. It's Pure. I think I've had it since I was in college, which is more than 10 years ago, and it still smells good. It smells good, it lasts long on my skin, and I still have a lot in it. And I'm trying to use it up because I really want to buy a new perfume. So I was working with someone and she smelled so good. So I had to ask her what was her perfume, and it was Juicy Gold Couture. And from that day, every time we were working together, I had to smell her. I don't know anything about perfume. I just know that I like those that are sweet, but kind of toned down by amber notes, I think is what it's called. So I will try to find that perfume profile and put it up somewhere so you can see. And I'm trying to get into the habit of wearing perfume every day just for myself, even if I'm not going anywhere, just because it feels like a luxury and I'm worth it and you're worth it. Speaking of things that smell good, this is from Bath & Body Works, but I don't know if it's from their fall or their winter collection because I got it last year, I think. It's called Tree Farm and it says crisp pine needle, warm cedar, and spiced apple. This to me smells like fall. Like apple picking, but also like the forest. You can't really see it because I already burned it, but I got this at a spiritual expo I attended a few weeks ago, and she was selling those candles, which are intention candles. So they are really meant to be used when you're trying to work with a specific energy, when you're trying to cast a spell or manifest something. To make her candles, she uses soy wax. She also uses essential oils, herbs, and crystals. There are crystals in there. This one has tiger eyes in it for protection, courage, and confidence. And the essential oils are cedar wood for protection, strength, confidence, and sweet orange for anxiety, positive energy, and calm. I just love the wolf on it. The smell is so because they are intention candles, they won't smell as strongly as Bath and Body Works or any other candles that you would use for its fragrance. But to me, this smells strong enough, I guess, for such a small candle. And I worked with it for the first time in a moment where I was really anxious, and the smell, the crackling wick, the energy she puts in it, wow. I already mentioned that I like to switch up my tarot decks according to the seasons. So two of my favorite for this time of the year are... This is one of the first deck I got when I started learning tarot, and I learned. Let me tell you, I learned. These can be kind of hard to read if you're starting, but I think it can be a blessing in disguise, because if you're learning to read tarot with a deck that is not traditional or that is not super easy to read, it kind of forces you to use your intuition. Or you can go online, of course, and learn about each card. But this one is just so unique. It is kind of creepy and there's blood in it. It's just weird, but it works. It works. This one, everybody keeps talking about it, so maybe you heard about it. It is really that good. I like the quality of the cards. This deck can also be quite hard to read if you're just starting, but our guidebook is really complete, even though I don't recommend learning tarot according to a guidebook, because I think your intuition is more important, but you do what works for you, of course. But you can feel how much work went into that deck and the guidebook. I like both of them for this time of the year because they're kind of dark. It just goes with that energy at this time of the year. My current favorite clothing item, I guess you could say. My friend Christelle knitted these for me. There's even a tag with her company name on it. I think she made them for me for my birthday or something, and they're just perfect for this time of the year, especially for running, because they are not too warm and they're not lined, so they are breathable. Of course, I won't go playing in the snow with them, but I think they are perfect for fall and spring. I've been running with them for a few weeks now, and they're just perfect, and they're so soft and cozy. Thank you, Christelle. These have been my favorite slippers. They're just so cozy because they're boots, so they go kind of high on my legs, and they are so soft inside. Walid got them for me because I was complaining that I was so cold because of that damn ceramic. And on top of that, my heating unit in this apartment was broken. So he got these for me, and I'm just obsessed. I'm always wearing them. Thank you, Ali. I've been back on using Spotify recently, and I've been listening to Kalyn Nicholson's playlist. They are called Sweater Weather and Spooky Season. I think she made them a few years ago because I have been binge watching her older YouTuber videos because they're just the vibe. I usually listen to lo-fi, but I also like chill music where there are lyrics, but they are not distracting because the music is still smooth. And I want to end my favorites with my favorite YouTubers. So my latest discovery is Melanie Patricia Cruz. Her videos are so cozy, calming, and pleasing to the eyes. You can see that she works so hard to edit her videos and to make them as authentic as possible, because she talks openly about her anxiety and her mental health, but she also makes them cozy and pleasing to watch. And I just like her energy. She is so calm and chill. Then Taylor Wood, I'm still obsessed ever since I found out about her. She's just so real, authentic, transparent, relatable. She's like your girl next door, and I feel like she could be my best friend. Savannah Wright, I also love her energy and personality, and I also feel like she could be a good friend. Just watching her videos puts me in a good mood. Ozkural is very inspiring. I have been following her for a few years. I think I found out about her when she was vegan and she was single. Now she's married, she's a mom, and she's not vegan anymore. She has always been into spiritual stuff like manifestation and working toward your goals, productivity. So she is very inspiring and motivating. Kalyn Nicholson is also someone that I have been following for very long. Also when she was single and living alone with her dog. And now she has a boyfriend and she is a mom, and she bought her dream house in Ontario. She is also an inspiration. She also talks about spiritual stuff, but also, just life. And she has another channel called Cruz, I think, or Cruz something, and a podcast where she goes deeper into those subjects. She's very inspiring and it is so interesting. So that's all, I think. Anyway, I personally like it, knowing what people are liking at the moment. I hope you enjoy that and that you found something interesting.